Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm... And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field to start this game off. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Got him downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They ran it on first down, now on second. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Quick step and go. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year in big decisions.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see and hear, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Catch in the middle, it's Fernandez. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Got a man. It's Benedict. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here comes the option.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Feeling, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Benedict. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. From the gun, give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Unleashes to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They believe they can run right here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They go right back to him. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guy.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On second down, he'll fire. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The give on the inside.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see
He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pass hits. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCLA. What about the speed for that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. And they always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. But they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not much there. He gets one to the 11. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and 1. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum.
Just steamrolling his way through. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. He's going to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they regain the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Breaks the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Field goal is good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Smashes through. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Touchdown, Nebraska! They move on top here in the fourth. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. On second down, wants to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Bruin! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out and throws it.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Huskers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Running with power. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Makes his man miss. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love...
Touchdown, Huskers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB. And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at football.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we talked about it all week. These two teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 25 to Stanford.
Fires to the big fella.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds the tight end. And the Bruins are stopped, but not before getting the first down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.